Hello everybody, my name is Alex and welcome back Gameaholic to my channel, and today I'm gonna give my thoughts and feelings towards Resident Evil 3. So stay tuned after the intro and I'll see you in just a second. So yeah, as some of you may have seen, I've just recently played through Resident Evil 3, which in many ways are an amazing game, an amazing experience even for old-time players of the Resident Evil series such as myself, and also for new players finding this incredible series of games. There was some things that I wasn't really comfortable with the remake of it, but let's get right into it then.
Hey, easy lady, I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm Satan.
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city.
So yeah, the first thing I noticed that was a bit off with the game was the aiming and the shooting. Since I was playing with the Xbox controller, that made it much more difficult, I can imagine, than playing with a mouse and keyboard. So yeah, the zombies were a bit too hard to aim and shoot at. I mean, you can just see for yourself like this. Or this. Hey, even Nemesis were hard to hit with a grenade launcher, just as this. I missed. But you know what? Actually, you kind of get used to the handling of the aiming and shooting part quite well, and that's a key factor in the game that makes the game much harder and more realistic. Since if you think about it, you're going toe to toe with a zombie, and you won't be spot on with your aiming yourself. Since the adrenaline and the fear that is going toe to toe with a zombie, I can imagine. So that is a bit realistic, also not. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think they did release an update on it that made it better. So that's a bit wonky with it. Also the fact that the zombies were a bit invincible. I think I shot a zombie like 5 times, 6, 7 times in the head and they still went up. So they make it harder for you to kill the zombies, to give you kind of a more realistic fear towards them. So you don't, you run into a herd of 10 zombies and you won't be picking them off one by one. You instead think about an exit way or how to dodge them, which brings me to the next subject. Dodging a zombie is as close to impossible as you can possibly get. I tried several times dodging them, but there is no way you can dodge a zombie. They're pretty much impossible. I didn't seem to dodge more than maybe 2 or 3 zombies throughout my entire playthrough. That was frustrating at times, really. Whenever I ran out of bullets, which I apparently did a couple of times, I didn't know what to do because I couldn't dodge them. No matter what I did, they still caught me. So that's a bit of a minus point, although I did go toe-to-toe with Hunter Gamma, I think there was, or a Hunter Beta, I'm not sure. And I dodged that one 2 or 3 times, I think, as this.
You wanna dance?
So yeah, but the zombies, there were no dodging them. So that's a minus, definitely. And then we come to the intense chase of the Nemesis. It starts off right at the beginning with him chasing you. That's the first thing that happens in the game. He starts chasing you, and he keeps on this chase throughout the entire game. It's not exactly the same as the original, but still done quite good in the Resident Evil 3 remake. So when you actually get a couple of minutes without him behind you, and you start feeling a bit safe again, then there comes the Hunter Gammas or the Betas or a bunch of zombies, and when you're up in the middle of all of this, boom, he comes back. I think they did that quite well, actually. And then you have this smaller boss fights going on every now and then, which is kind of nice, kind of fun. In the end, he's just annoying. He's literally just annoying in the end. You need to kill him 3, 4, 5 times in different stages and whatnot, and that's annoying. But still, I like how they evolved him from the nemesis in the beginning to the nemesis almost at the end. The end part, I'm not gonna spoil too much. I didn't like how they evolved him in the last part, but that's my 2 cents of that. The fact that you never entered the clock tower, that's a bit sad, because the clock tower was an essential part in the original game. You were there, you saw it, but you never entered the clock tower, and that's something I would like to see in the remake. But yeah, the same goes for the fact that you never entered the police station as Jill Valentine in the remake, which you did in the original. Instead, you entered the police station as Carlos, which is fine. But I would like to explore a bit more of the police station, even in the third game, than you actually got to do. Also, they changed a bit of the story itself. I don't really know why. Probably because otherwise Carlos wouldn't have gotten his key card or whatever. But you know, Brad, that guy, was originally killed in the third game by Nemesis and not by zombies. I mean, like this. So I don't really know why they did that the way they did, but they changed that part of the story as well. So yeah, it's a remake, but more of a retake of the original one. And I'm all for that. I like when they go outside the box and do a new game of an old recipe. When it's made good, it's made good. And this Resident Evil is made good, no doubt about it. So yeah, also what I'm feeling a lack of is puzzles. There were one in the entire game, and that's the train station with the 3 gems. And that's not really a puzzle per se. It's more of a, loot and award kind of system. If you get all 3 of them, you get 3 loot items, or if you only find 2, then you only get 2. If you don't find any, you don't find any, you don't get any. And the puzzle in the train station look a bit like the puzzle to enter the clock tower in the original game. So they could include a couple of puzzles, like moving some statues, or finding some gems, or, rearranging paintings or whatever, to get that old school Resident Evil feeling back again. Since the first one, the second one, the third one, it was a lot of puzzles to make you progress in the story. So that's actually what I'm missing. But overall, it was an incredible game. Liked it very much. The monsters were terrifying. The zombies were terrifying, partially because they could sustain a whole lot of bullets. And in terms of ammo and weapons, there were a lot of ammo to both the handgun and the shotgun, and even Carlos M16. As long as you can actually hit anything with the weapons, there were enough ammo to go around. I unfortunately can't hit anything in this game, apparently. The same goes for grenades, and I like how powerful the grenades actually were in the game. Usually grenades are not very useful when you got a, say, grenade launcher or a shotgun, but the grenades were really effective in this game. Even the flash grenades were. So yeah, as long as you didn't do like I did right here. Okay. Where you actually didn't hit anything but yourself, and you can't be killed by your own grenades. So yeah, overall, a great story. Like the way you switched from Jill to Carlos back to Jill. And there were a bit of a loot system with the upgrades for the guns as well. I accidentally downed Nemesis twice in the beginning part, which made him drop 2 crates. In those crates I found attachments to my pistol, which didn't appear anywhere that I was supposed to down him to get anything. So I think most people missed that and just run through it. So I was lucky. Other people probably aren't as lucky as I was to get all those attachments. The same goes for the shotgun. It was a bit searching, but I found them all. But yeah, probably most people will miss some of those parts. They still make it through the game, but it's a bit sad. They could at least give us a hint or something. And then one thing I really like is when you actually die in the game, they give you a hint in the loading screen how to avoid that. The game register how you die. So I was killed by Nemesis once, and they the game registered that I was killed by Nemesis, so they put up a tip on the screen saying that he won't go down by regular bullets, since I was trying to shoot him with regular bullets. And then I knew, okay, I need to shoot some explosive barrels to get him down then. So that's a really good thing about the game. So yeah, I will actually give the game 3 out of 5 Swedish meatballs, because it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think that if you haven't tried it, try it. It's even worth the full price of the game, because it is a really good game. The thing is that I don't really think there's much of a replay value of the game. Even though they build up for it. When you play through the game the first time, you unlock the store. And in the store you can spend some coins or some reward points to get a new outfit for Jill, or infinite ammo for the handgun or the shotgun, or even a grenade launcher with infinite ammo, or Carlos M16. And that's not replay value for me, since that's quite the opposite. If I start the game with a rocket launcher with infinite ammo, I'm just gonna run through the game faster than I did the first time. So for some people that might be fun, you know, to make a quick run of the game, or even to get all the achievements you need. I think you should complete the game in like 1 hour 45 minutes on a harder setting than I was playing to get all the achievements. So if you're a person that likes to have 100% completion of the game, you probably need to run through it like 3 or 4 times to get all the achievements. For me, I'm not all about achievements. I'm all about the quantity and the quality of the game. So there's a lot of quality in the game, but not enough to make me want to play through it one more time. But still, if you're thinking about buying it, definitely do. So yeah, even at full price, the game is definitely worth it. Even if you're new to the Resident Evil series or not, you'll probably love it. So yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings towards Resident Evil 3 Remake. So yeah, if you haven't seen me play through the game, just follow the link down in the description, or just press up there and you'll get to my playlist. So yeah, that will be it for this short review episode, and thank you everybody so much for watching. Take care out there. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi. So yeah, if you haven't seen me So yeah, if you haven't seen me play through the game, just follow the link down in the